Hi everyone, we meet again on the second session for Module 5. We are going to discuss about data and sample for this research. The session goals, students will be able to understand the literature review, research data, sample, and methodology. And the module goal itself, students will be able to understand the data and sample. So, as for the data, it is a short data period based on the availability of vaccine data from each country. At first, we found 55 countries with the most used and owned cryptocurrencies ranked by Statista, but only 14 countries were chosen due to the unavailability data. So here's the table selection of the countries. There are several steps at first. The first criteria that the countries with the most used and owned cryptocurrencies, there were 55 countries. And the second, the countries with the incomplete first and second dose vaccine numbers. There were incomplete data, there were 29 countries. And then the third, we look for the countries with unavailable data of the most used vaccine types. There were 10 countries. And then with different incubation periods, there were only 1 country and unavailable data for stock indices 1 country. So at the end, there were only 14 countries selected as the sample for this research. So here's the countries, the vaccine types, and incubation days. As we can see, most of our countries cover the European countries and Asian countries, which is the Japan. And then here's the vaccine. As you can see here, most used vaccine that we use here is the Pfizer. And then the incubation period is 28 days. So we chose Japan as the benchmark country for the data selection because Japan was the latest in rolling out its vaccination procedures. It began on February 17 in 2021. And Japan is the benchmark for the starting period date. The incubation period, we decide to take 28-day incubation period because by the most used vaccine in each country, which is Pfizer, and the gap for vaccine data in several countries, those interpolation was conducted to fill the missing values. Therefore, we have balanced panel data. So the daily period, we chose daily period from 18 March to 2021 until 31 August 2021. We have 11 indicators, including 2 dependent variables. This is the cryptocurrencies variables, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and 7 independent variables and 2 control variables. However, the foreign exchange as control variable has multicollinearity issues. Therefore, we dropped these variables. Therefore, only 10 indicators were used in this research. Here's the data sources and descriptive summary. For the dependent variables is the return of Bitcoin and return of Ethereum. We collect the data from coinmarketcap.com. And then for the independent variables, we cover the COVID-19 pandemic indices, the 4 indices. Please recall these indices. And then the blockchain features, and we utilize 3 blockchain features: hash rate, network difficulty, and blockchain from blockchain.com. We collect the data from blockchain.com. And as for Ethereum, we collect the data from etherscan.io. And then stock indices applied as the control variables. So in total, our observations covered more than 2,000 data. So we move forward to the quiz. Japan is the benchmark country for the research sample based on its A. Incubation period, B. Vaccination rollout, C. Most COVID-19 cases, and D. Impacted countries by COVID-19. That's all for our module today. Please read these publications and hopefully we can see you in the next module. See you!